If you are 65 or older and you haven't looked carefully at these 5 specific bills this month, you could be setting yourself up to pay significantly more, in some cases literally double, simply because a deadline quietly passed while you were living your life. And I want you to hear me clearly right now, because this is not fear-mongering, this is not clickbait, this is not somebody trying to scare you into watching a video. Every single thing I am about to share with you is real, it is documented, and it is happening to seniors across this country every single July. So before we go any further, if this channel has ever given you information that protected your money or helped someone you love, please subscribe right now, because what we cover in the next few minutes could save you hundreds, and for some of you, thousands of dollars before this month is over. Now let me set the scene for you because I think it matters. You've been managing your household for decades. You know how to pay bills. You know how to budget. You have been doing this longer than most people giving financial advice on the internet have been alive. But here is what nobody tells you, and what I think is genuinely unfair, is that the financial calendar for seniors has specific pressure points that are completely different from what working-age people deal with. July is one of the biggest. Deadlines that carry real, lasting penalties tend to cluster in the summer months, and if you don't know they exist, you simply miss them. Not because you're irresponsible, not because you don't care, but because nobody sat down and explained the senior financial calendar in plain English. That ends today. Let's go through all 5. The first bill, and this one is the most urgent for anyone who is approaching 65 or who has a family member who recently turned 65, involves Medicare enrollment. Now, if you are already enrolled in Medicare and have been for several years, you can relax on this specific point. But if you or someone you know turned 65 recently and has been delaying Medicare enrollment, maybe because you're still on a spouse's employer insurance, maybe because you thought you had more time, July could be a critical month depending on your specific enrollment window. Here is why this matters so much. Medicare has what's called a special enrollment period and a general enrollment period, and if you miss your initial window and don't qualify for a special exception, the penalties are not temporary. The Part B late enrollment penalty adds 10% to your premium permanently for every 12-month period you were eligible but didn't enroll. The Part D prescription drug penalty adds roughly 1% per month you went without coverage. These penalties follow you for life. So yes, for the right person in the right situation, delaying Medicare enrollment genuinely can result in paying double or more over the course of retirement. If you have any doubt about where you stand with your Medicare enrollment windows, call 1-800-MEDICARE right now, this week, not next month. The second bill involves property taxes, and this one affects homeowners directly. Many states and counties offer senior property tax exemptions, freezes, or deferrals that can dramatically reduce what you owe on your home, sometimes cutting your tax bill in half or more. But here is the catch that costs seniors real money every single year. These exemptions are not automatic, you have to apply for them, and in a significant number of states and counties, the application deadline for senior property tax exemptions falls between June and August. If you miss the deadline, you pay the full rate for the entire year, even if you would have qualified, even if you qualified last year. Because in many jurisdictions, you have to reapply or recertify annually. If you own your home and you are 65 or older and you have never applied for a senior property tax exemption, or if you haven't checked recently whether your exemption is current, contact your county tax assessor's office this week. The savings can be genuinely significant. We're talking hundreds to over $1,000 a year in many cases, simply for filling out a form that most seniors don't know exists. Now, I want you to stay with me here because we are only 2 bills in, and I have already shown you 2 places where real money is sitting on the table waiting for you to pick it up. The next 3 are just as important, and one of them involves a program that low and moderate income seniors qualify for that most people have never even heard of. Don't go anywhere. The third bill is one that hits people completely out of nowhere, and that is homeowners or renters insurance renewal. July and August are peak renewal months for insurance policies in many parts of the country, particularly for seniors who purchased or renewed their coverage in the winter or spring of the prior year. Here is why this matters in a specific way for seniors on fixed incomes. Insurance premiums have increased dramatically over the past 2 years across the entire country, driven by weather events, inflation in construction costs, and changes in how insurance companies assess risk. Many seniors are opening their renewal notices this July and discovering that their premium has jumped by 20, 30, or even 40% from last year. If you simply let the policy auto-renew without reviewing it, you could be paying hundreds of dollars more than necessary. And if you let it lapse, which happens when seniors on tight budgets see a shocking number and freeze up, unsure what to do. You lose coverage entirely, which puts your home and everything in it at risk. Open that renewal notice. Call your insurance agent. Ask specifically whether there are senior discounts, loyalty discounts, or bundling options that could bring your premium down. And if your current company isn't willing to work with you, shop around. Because in many cases, switching providers saves seniors significant money without sacrificing coverage. The fourth bill involves utility costs, and this one connects to a program that genuinely changes lives for low-income seniors. The Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, better known as LIHEAP. LIHEAP is a federal program that helps eligible low-income households, including seniors, pay their heating and cooling bills. Now you might be thinking, I've heard of that, it's a winter program. And historically, many people associate LIHEAP with heating assistance in the cold months. But cooling assistance, help paying your air conditioning bills during summer, is also part of the program in most states, and July and August are exactly the months when seniors need it most and when application periods are often open. Seniors are disproportionately vulnerable to heat-related illness and death, and a high electric bill from running the air conditioner can create an impossible choice between staying cool and paying for food or medication. If your income is limited, and for many seniors living on Social Security alone it is, please look up your state's LIHEAP program today. You can find information at benefits.gov or by calling 1-8003-423-009. This is not charity. This is a program funded by your tax dollars specifically to protect people exactly like you. And now the fifth bill, and I saved this one for last because I think it represents the most overlooked opportunity for financial relief that exists for seniors right now. It involves the Medicare Savings Program, and I want to explain this carefully because I don't think most seniors truly understand what it does. The Medicare Savings Program is a set of programs run jointly by the federal government and individual states that help low and moderate income seniors pay their Medicare costs, including their Part B premium, their deductibles, and their co-payments. For qualifying seniors, the Medicare Savings Program can literally pay your Part B premium for you, which in 2025 was $185 a month. That is $2,220 a year going back into your pocket simply for being enrolled in a program you may not know you qualify for. Here's why July matters for this specifically. Many state Medicare savings programs have annual renewal periods or open enrollment windows that fall in the summer months. If you were enrolled and haven't renewed, your coverage may be lapsing right now. And if you've never applied, which describes millions of seniors who qualify but aren't enrolled, summer is the time to do it so your coverage is in place before fall. You can apply for the Medicare Savings Program through your state Medicaid office or by calling Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 and asking specifically about Medicare savings programs in your state. The income limits are higher than many people expect. You may qualify even if you think of yourself as middle income rather than low income. Please check, please apply. This is real money that is available to you right now. Now let me bring all 5 of these together because I think when you see them side by side, the picture becomes very clear. Medicare enrollment penalties that are permanent and compounding, property tax exemptions that most seniors never apply for, insurance renewals that could be draining hundreds of extra dollars from your budget without you realizing it, summer energy assistance programs that exist specifically to protect seniors from dangerous heat, and Medicare savings programs that can put over $2,000 a year back in your pocket. None of these require complicated strategies. None of them require a financial advisor. Every single one of them simply requires knowing they exist and taking action this month. And that is the whole point of what we do here. Because here is the truth about the senior financial system in America. It is not designed to make it easy for you to find what you're owed. The programs exist. The protections exist. The exemptions and assistance programs and enrollment opportunities are all there. But they are scattered across federal agencies, state offices, county departments, and insurance companies. And nobody is sitting in a room somewhere making sure you know about all of them. That job falls to people like us, and to you, when you share this information with someone who needs it. So here's what I am asking you to do right now, today, before you close this video. Go through those 5 areas we covered: Medicare enrollment status, property tax exemption, insurance renewal, LIHEAP Energy Assistance, and Medicare Savings Program, and honestly ask yourself whether you have fully handled each one. If there is even one you are not sure about, make one phone call this week to find out. One call. That call could save you hundreds of dollars this year alone. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, because we are going to keep bringing you exactly this kind of practical, honest, no-nonsense information every single week. And please share this video right now with a senior you care about, a parent, a sibling, a neighbor, a friend from church. Because the 5 things we covered today apply to almost every American senior, and the person you share it with may have no idea any of this exists. You have the ability right now to genuinely help someone you love. Please use it. We will see you in the next video.